Okay, fellas, today we're going to talk a little bit about education. So, some of you guys are graduating this year. Some of you guys are moving up, and kind of where do you guys see education falling in your life? Like, where do you think you're going to end up at the end of the day? Do you think you're going to end up in the jobs you want? Do you think school's helped any type of way? Do you think the better you've done in school that helps, or do you think it even matters at your point?
Um, I think at like once I graduate and once all of that, I hope I can get into the union and probably become an electrician and get something out of it. And feel me, live a happy life. Mm, but yeah, I just want to be an electrician.
Right.
Okay, so hold on for a minute. So you said you want to be an electrician, correct?
Uh huh.
So have you even looked into that trade?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
So how serious have you took school?
Not. To,
Keeping it 100.
I'm keeping it 100, not serious at all.
Okay, because we do understand that electricians have to be good in algebra.
Yeah.
So do you feel education helps with that?
Yeah. Like math, yeah.
Okay, so then we have to start taking school a little more serious right now, even if we're going to go into the trades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What I want to do when I get out of high school? All right.
Or not only what do you want to do after you get out of high school, do you feel what you're doing with school right now, is it helping towards where you're going?
All right. So when I got out of high school, I want to like go to college and start like buying broken up homes and flip them for more. Like after I fix them, and I think school can help with that for some certain things. I don't know what, but I think school can help.
Okay, you're not sure what. So you have an idea because it sounds like you already broke down the business plan.
Yeah, I broke down that. I just don't know if school helps, but I'm going to go to school for something about it.
Well, then maybe what we need to start doing is looking up what that entails and how does it work in your business plan, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so maybe that's going to be our homework.
Wait, can you repeat the question again?
So you're in school and you're about to graduate.
Yeah.
Do you feel school has helped you to where you're going? Do you feel you should have done something different towards school, or do you feel like where you're at is fine?
Yeah, I feel like school has helped because I'm trying to pursue like an MMA career. Um, also like making money. You gotta be good at math and all that stuff. And like presenting and talking. School like presentations and stuff. I feel like helps like getting used to the crowd and yeah, I feel like school does help.
Okay, so what do you think the classes you took at your school has helped for you to go towards that career that you said?
Like math, like learning how to deal with numbers, talking, speaking, like learning how to talk in front of a crowd and yeah, that's about it.
What do you think about your wrestling?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, you took wrestling at the school, correct?
Oh yeah, yes, that. So yeah, I also do wrestling from school, so that's what also what helps. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called what I see myself doing after high school. I mean, most likely to what I do right currently, barbering, cutting hair, or might be looking into the union, some type of trade. And my pops definitely can help me out with that. Those are two options I have.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about the barbering, and now we're talking about the union. So I see you in there working with the tutors a lot. I see you really trying to pick your game up towards the end of the year. So now, do you know which one you're going to try to put in front, or does it even matter at this point?
At this point, barbering is looking a little better because I got an opportunity my way. I recently got to talk to someone who can help me get my license. So
Okay, I love it.
yeah.
Definitely love it.
The thing that I see myself in the future after high school is probably just like I don't know, get into the police department or county sheriff. So I could probably use that money to like open up a small business, and after I'm done like with my county sheriff or police department stuff, I could instantly just get straight to my business and not focus on anything else.
Okay, so you said like a sheriff or the police department. So are you looking to use that to be your seeding money for your business?
Yes.
So what kind of business are you looking at trying to run?
So the business I'm trying to run is probably a carpet cleaning company.
Okay. So why would you walk away from your police department job and go into another job or not be able to play off of both?
Cause I could see if I play off of both, it's gonna be kind of time consuming. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to run both of them at the same time.
You wouldn't hire other people?
I would try, but it might be a little costly because I'm just starting off.
Okay, that's definitely something to look into. How do you feel school helps with either one of those?
Right now, for how school helps me with either one of them, with business, I think it might help me with how much I could possibly, um, like with math, how much money I need to, how much I need to ask a bank, how much I need to get. How much money I need to get from a bank, and how much do I need to owe back to the bank? It's like if I like borrow like $10,000 or $20,000, I might have to figure out how much I need to give back plus the taxes of how much. What's like the what's the one word called again?
Paying your loans back, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that might be all.
Okay, so business management is what you're looking at.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you tell me the question again?
So where do you feel school has helped you, if it has helped you, towards where you're trying to go? You're one of our seniors. And from this point on, where you're about to jump into, do you feel school has helped? Do you wish you would have done better in school? Do you wish you would have focused on something? Or do you feel like you kind of got the plan set?
I mean, I low-key wish I would have done better in school, like from the past, starting off. Uh, but I feel like leading towards it, it's all leading me to either go join the union
Okay,
and go into like either HVAC or electrician
okay.
and making good money off of that, or just doing the work, just doing the work and just showing up.
So we're looking at the trades. So the main thing we want to chase is the trades right now, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So are we looking at doing some summer schooling? Are we looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
possibly-
I got this summer school program where they accepted me. It's called SVTCE, and I'm doing HVAC.
Okay.
I'm just learning about HVAC, AC, and everything.
Definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Now, anybody here, so a question I'd like, anybody can just raise your hand and we'll give you the mic. When we think about what everybody just said, so a lot of us has talked about going towards the trades. Some of us said we wish we'd have done better. We all talked about some type of business management type setup. Which one of you guys, when you were 10 years old, felt like this might have been the route you wanted to take? So that's only like 5 to 7 years ago, depending.
Wait, can I start off?
Yes, please.
Uh, I didn't expect this to go this route. I thought I was gonna be in sports, but things happen, life happens, and you gotta have a backup plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. And so you guys, so on this here is like at 10, right? 5 years ago, which to us older people is not that long ago. To y'all, that's like a third of your life. So how much do you think you've changed in that time? Like you said, that was no idea where you thought it was going to be sports and other stuff. So once you guys kind of go, what did you think? What was the energy of I'm going to be a fireman, I'm going to be this top football player, I'm going to be a gamer? What was I going to be? And tell me, what do you think's changed that? Mike, get your mouth.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that question. I'm a little puzzled right now.
You can always come back. You want to come back? Okay. Hey, y'all, come on. Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Uh, it was different. It was a different route too. Like this only came up to me in my freshman year, so last year. But when I was like around 10, I was planning. I was thinking of being like a producer, like getting into music, but like I just got tired of that real quick. So I just enjoy music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can you repeat like the question again?
Okay. So when you were 10,
I was
or
10.
you 12,
Mhm.
What did you want to be? Like you said, you want to be an MMA fighter. You want to start trying to run your own business and marketing through that. What did you want to do before you got into that end? Before that was
Nah,
what you,
I already wanted to fight, so
you wanted to
but I
fight?
just didn't know where to start or have a plan. I just said it, you know. I just said it. I didn't know.
Okay, so it was always the dream anyway. Did you watch it
Yeah.
on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, and you just knew that was gonna be you.
Yeah. I just didn't know where to start, you know.
Well, it seemed like you knew where to start because when we found you, you were at the school fighting.
Yeah, I didn't know where to start, like at a gym, you know.
Okay, okay. You started with the heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, at 10 years old, I thought I was gonna be like a pro NFL player or something. Or if that didn't work, I thought I was gonna like go far in video games or something because I was like 10, telling what I was thinking. But yeah, but now that's not what I'm thinking because like once you get older, it starts to hit a little harder than 10 years old. But
Yeah, when I was 10, I was probably thinking having NFL dreams and stuff, and some gaming dreams too. I ain't gonna lie. I used to stream back when I was 10. I ain't gonna lie. I was streaming that, get no views though, so it was good. But yeah, I was I was I was hoping I had an NFL dream. Feel me? Since I played football since I was a young kid. Then I get older, get in trouble at school, and then it just don't work out the NFL football ways.
Okay. What grade are you in?
Junior.
You're a junior. Okay, so we have two seniors at the table. And I guess I want to ask, bring it down. So I want to ask the two seniors, like, we're going to get a little more serious about this question.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are turning 18.
Yeah.
You guys are going out of school, and we kind of understand society doesn't see us as children anymore at 18.
Yeah.
Even though we understand the brain doesn't finish forming until 25.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys still are going to have these little wild ways of thinking. You guys are going to be a little more impulsive on the way you move. And when you guys walking out of school, that hand holding is about to end.
Yeah.
That means nobody's going to be making that phone call like, where are you at and what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys gave that any thought? And if you have, what are you planning to do by using the word adulting? How do you plan to adult with your life?
Adult as in like, what you mean?
Adult, like you're going to have to take care of bills. Like we're kind of,
Oh, keep myself
yeah.
in check.
like keep yourself in check. But we talked about bills the other day. You kept
Yeah.
saying, I need to get a job. I have to help out at home.
Yeah.
And that was really big on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I want to know, what does the adulting look like to you, and what does like you said, keeping yourself in check and knowing that you're no longer that kid. You're now a young adult to society.
Like, you know, telling myself like to do it, like keep myself in check, like waking up, just be like disciplined, you know, because if you discipline, your body gets used to it. Like, don't try to be like, all right, no, I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not going to work, because then it's gonna be like a rhythm. And just like ask for help, like from my peoples. Don't like be quiet and yeah, just motivate myself, because like nobody, like you said, like once you're 18, it's not like they look at you as an adult, you know.
Correct.
Your mind isn't, but that's how it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can you repeat that?
So now that you're getting out of school,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be 18. By the eyes of the law, you're now an adult. School, you don't have to do anymore. Anything you don't want to do, you don't have to do. But at the same time, now you're from your family to society is going to expect you to step up like an adult.
Yeah.
And we like to use the word adulting. So that means you're going to have to take care of bills.
Yeah.
Any action you make, you don't go to juvenile hall, you go to jail. You know, when you have a medical bill that doesn't fall on your parents, now that falls in your lap. So all these things that can come back to affect you in life. How do you see that, and how do you plan to move around that?
You just basically gotta mature, grow up, and have God in your life too. At the same time, discipline yourself, like Remy said, and get up, do the work, go out there, make the money, come back home, do it again.
Fair. So now, this question's for anybody at the table right now. When we think about our family, some of us have had very hard lives. Like, we've had financial problems, we've had family problems, we've had all these different turmoils and traumas that we've dealt with. What are some of the strong ones do you think have made you a better person or has set you back? You want to go first? You can ask. Yeah,
Wait,
Rachel.
ask the question one more time, please.
So, so when we look at us right now and where we are, like decisions we made and things that have happened. So different traumas that could happen in your life. It could have been like my family was filthy poor and I had to get up and hustle at a young age because we didn't have. So we needed to get it, right? So or I was used to thinking we had something when we really didn't have much. Or I thought it was our house the whole time while we were living in some apartment and we finally got kicked out and that's when I figured out, oh, we're in somebody else's place. Or did something bad happen like, hey, the house got raided and you know, dad went to jail or mama was on something, anything that could have been that could have did these like negative impacts in your life.
Man, look, he been through it all, but shit. What really made me like step it up?
To the mic.
What really made me step it up for real was me losing my pops. Cause now I have to be the new man in the house. I have to like step up a little more. I have to watch my siblings. I have to help mom. Sometimes I might even have to give some money, but it is what it is. I mean, life continues even when people leave. So yeah.
So when you say you lost your pops, what do you mean?
My pops, he passed away, and my mom had no help, so I had to like me and my sister had to help with my siblings and stuff like that. We had to walk to the park sometimes with my mom till my mom get out of work and stuff like that. Yeah, and I was like probably like 8 doing all that stuff.
So you've had to take a losing a parent and then becoming a surrogate parent at the same time.
Pretty much, but my mom was still trying her hardest to not make it seem like that, but yeah, it really was that in reality.
So when you see that young adulting right there, like I've had to grow up and I've had to do things a different way. What would you say to your friends on what they're missing or what they should be grateful that they're not missing?
Ugh.
Because that could be a two-way question, like losing your father. You can sit back and say, "Well, I've learned how to step up to be a young man. I'm responsible. I handle my things like that." Or that I didn't get to learn the certain way, so I keep making these other mistakes because of that.
Can you guys come back to me? Cause I got it's like a real good question.
Not a problem.
I'm not ready yet.
Anybody else on that? On any turmoils or slight negatives?
Wait, can you repeat the question again?
So like what so when we're looking at our life
Uh-huh.
and we're saying the different things that have made it a little harder, made it more challenging, did we have traumas in our life? Did we find out while we're growing up certain things weren't realities that we thought were?
Uh,
Or maybe a lesson that we learned that we wish we would have learned younger.
like, uh, I mean, I remember we were homeless for like a little bit. Me and my sister and moms. We was going to shelters in Oakland, shelter to shelter, and that just really woke me up to like see how life is, and to step up and do something great for my moms. But yeah,
So when you see that and you get to see how other people lived in that situation, right? Did it make you want to work harder? Do you think it
yeah,
pulled you back into a different place?
it made me want to work hard
Okay,
and do something great.
okay,
It like motivated me to do something great.
okay,
I'm still working on it. I'm still learning the rhythm of life,
okay.
but I want to achieve my goals.
I love hearing that.
And also, not just make it a dream, make it a reality.
That's the key. Definitely the key. Right. So where could you say like where what they were missing
Uh,
or what you gained, a strength that you got out of it?
um, I say, I mean, me losing a parent, that like opened up the world way more than what it was. Cause at first I was just living life what my parents had to go through everything, and then I was just getting everything. But man, without your parents, ain't no telling how we would be doing right now. We would, man, I don't even know. Just without your parents, man, be grateful. That's all I can say.
What is the easiest thing for you to do, and what is the hardest thing for you to do throughout your day? I just got some game from my uncle not too long ago. He's a football coach, and he was talking about the easiest way to get something accomplished every day is to start it off by making your bed. Um, and I've been rocking with that, and it's been keeping me going. And it's like that sense of accomplishment is something that I get, even if it's from something small. Um, the hardest thing for me to do is stay on top of my planner. I'm more like a spontaneous kind of guy, and I just go and pop up, and then I'll be like, man, I got like 3 or 4 things going this day. But I definitely could be a lot more organized than what I've been. Um, yeah, or you let Mir start if you want.
Easiest thing for me to do is to wake up. Hardest thing for me to do is to get the things I need to do, like I do cardio every morning. That's probably like it sounds easy, but it's hard because I need to do it every morning, and it makes me feel good, you know. So so that's probably like a hard and easy thing at the same time, because it makes me feel good at the end of the day, and to be consistent with it.
Be able to get that satisfaction and reward.
Hardest thing for me to do in the morning and afternoon is, man, starting the day and waking up. Cause I gotta wake up like at 5 to get ready to go to school and shit. And just doing the work, that should be too much for me. Cause I gotta come here and then I gotta do more shit after this shit too. But after all that, I be feeling good, cause you know I accomplished whatever I gotta do the whole day. So I feel like, all right, I did something today. So I feel like I feel good about myself, whatever I do.
Before I pass the mic too far, do you guys ever have like a sense where it's like, damn, I ain't did nothing today, and like you
Yeah.
feel bad about it?
You feeling lazy? I be feeling lazy as fuck when I don't do nothing all day. Feeling like could have done my best.
Not working out, not doing something that I feel like it was an accomplishment, like just simple things like, I don't know, like like eating 3 times a day, like doing simple things like that, that makes me feel like unaccomplished. But when I do it, it makes me feel good. Like I feel like I had like an even better day.
Big Fred.
Is it the easiest thing in the morning to do?
Yep. Or whichever one, easiest morning, afternoon, whatever.
For me, the easiest thing to do in the morning is take care of myself. Like when I wake up and after I'm done making my bed and stuff, brush my teeth and wash my face. Feel like for me, that's easy. And the hardest thing for me is is just motivation for me to stay on track, for me to be successful and stuff. I feel like I have a lack of motivation on that. Like I don't really, you feel me? I feel like I have a bad habit. Like I don't really care too much about it. I feel like I need to step that up.
Sure. That's Amir, guys. That's Amir.
What was the question?
What's the hardest thing for you when you get up, and what's the easiest thing?
The hardest for me to do in the morning is wake up, cause usually I don't sleep at all at night, cause I be up playing games or something. So I be hella lazy in the morning. So like, and is it the easiest thing?
Yes. What's the easiest thing for you when you get up?
Throughout your day. It don't have to be the
I
morning.
mean, go to the fridge or eat something, or just brush my teeth. Something simple. Yeah.
Um, Real quick, and this kind of question is almost for the first group too. Uh, how many of you guys gave an answer, and then after the fact, when you thought about it, it was like, man, I wish I would have said something else. I want you guys to use this time to really reflect. You know what I mean, and understand how your thought process is working, because this is where we're at, and it has to be a point where you know what kind of steps you're taking. You guys got to be able to look in the mirror and know where you're wrong and not need nobody else to do it. You know what I mean? That's important. So I'm happy that you guys caught that and understand that feeling. What about you, Gene?
My easiest thing in the morning is getting up. I can just roll out of bed and take off like 2 minutes dressed and out the door. So that part's the easiest part. I think my hardest part, and it probably wouldn't just be the morning, but it'd be throughout the day, is staying on task. You know, it's like I'm supposed to do this, this, and this, but this just phone called me. So now I'm over there. Now I got to get back to that. Oh, now those two things just happened. And that probably happens almost every day. So it's like, just can I stay on task to try to make sure that I stay on it? Because when I go to bed at night, half time I wake up in the middle of the night because I go, damn, I didn't take care of those two things. And so then it throws my sleep off just as bad. And now I'm back at the same routine the next day. So I stay off from that.
I'm gonna let you start this one, Gene. Help us out. What or who is your biggest motivation?
Mm.
And it could be multiple things, guys.
What, or who? Um, I would probably go with my mother and my grandmother on the who. Um, the what is, my father died in front of me when I was 9, and my whole life changed. I remember watching this scary movie once, and it showed there was a devil in a window looking out. You could see these red eyes looking out. It was in a movie when I was little, and I remember that being me looking at my father on the gurney while they were taking him away. And that day we moved in with my grandmother, and I never until I moved out on my own. That's what. So my grandmother had to take care of all her kids, take care of all of her grandkids, and then I watched all of my old grandparents. I mean, my old uncles and aunts get took care of by my grandmother the whole life. She paid their child support, she took care of everything, and it made me say I would never be a burden. I take care of my mother to this day. I take care of I take care of everybody because of my grandmother. She made me say, after being that traumatic in life, and then like I'll leave this. I know this is going a tiny bit off course, but I was explaining this to somebody else today. Is I had an uncle who died when he was 18, my grandmother's son, and then when I lost my son, how powerful she had to be because I remember how numb I was. So I'm saying how powerful she was to be able to take care of everybody like that. And then when I lost my son, I know how numb I was. And then to come back now and still make sure I'm trying to help take care of lives is, I would say, it would be that.
Sure. Amir, what or who is your biggest motivation?
Um,
You could have multiple options.
my pops, cause he really bust his ass off every day for us to put a pay the rent, put a roof over us, put the food on the table. Just seeing him wake up in the morning really early to take a shower, go to work, like it's a good thing. I have on aspires to be like that. Be like have discipline like him. In the morning and stuff like that.
For sure. You don't know how happy he would be to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, just to know that you guys are seeing your parents, especially when they're trying for you guys, you don't know how grateful they'll be that. Freddie?
Can you repeat the question?
Who or what is your biggest motivation? And you can have a few if you want.
My biggest motivation is my grandma, cause she did a lot in life and sacrificed for me. When my parents didn't have a lot, I was always with my grandma. She always had a house. Anywhere like, if my parents was going through something, I always had a place to stay. I ain't never not had a place to stay. It's cause of my grandma, and I was always stable because of her. She always took care of me and made sure I had the things I needed to just live in life. Like, and another who, I could say my mom. My mom always been there for me, no matter what. Even when she was having her little troubles and her flaws, she was always there for me. She did what she could,
to the best of her ability. And then, what was the other one?
What?
What is my motivation?
Mm-hmm.
I can't answer. I
You know
don't.
that one?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
All right.
But yeah, my grandmother, my mom.
All right. Thank you. What was the question? Nate, who and what is your biggest motivation?
I could say several people like my mom, my dad, my little sister, like my baby sister, my niece, or but especially my goddaughter. You know, 'cause she just recently came into my life, so I look at her like as my own child. So like when I was in jail, like you know, like yeah, I thought about like my sister, my siblings, like my family, but you know when she came into my life, I had to take that big responsibility like to get out because you know I'm responsible for being that parent just in case of my cousin or her boyfriend isn't you know, like God forbid that they're not there anymore. Like I have to take that responsibility to be that bigger person and to take care of them. So like that's that person that in my life that you know that that like really means a lot to me, you know? Like it's like I'd risk it all for that person, you know? I have to be there for that child, you know? I think about her as like my own daughter.
That's
So
what's up.
so that's my person. And that's who I do it for.
All right. Miguel, who or what is your biggest motivation?
Sorry, say the first one again.
Who or what is your biggest motivation?
My biggest motivation is who is my pops and my parents because they both work jobs, and just seeing them go to work is just like how just motivate me just to do good instead of trouble and shit. Cause whatever they do is just is for us, you know. Whatever I got on me is cause of them, you know. Whatever I got on is for my parents, cause you know they work hard and both of them got a job and shit, you know. Just to do good for both of them, cause yeah, that's all I got.
All
I
right.
don't really got nothing. But for motivation, I don't really got nothing. I need to.
Appreciate it. All right. Gene, um, let me see. I gotta finish too, huh? I guess I gotta go. Who? Man, I would say my mom. Um, I can go on and on about my mom. My mom is, I would say, the definition of selfless. I don't think I've ever seen her do anything for herself. Um, it almost used to upset me how much I seen her bend over backwards. She's always super available, so that's my who for sure. I want to try to make it to where she could just be princess lifestyle. Um, what? I got a lot of whats, but just for the sake of this, I'm gonna say love. I have a lot of people, even if it's not every day. I have people that love me and support me, even through my flaws. Um, Even when I was like beating my head against the wall repeatedly. So now, like the drive I got, the work ethic that I have, is in honor of them. It's in honor of the love. I tell some of my friends sometimes, like it'd be disrespectful for me to come out from prison um, with all the support that I had in there and out here to not be successful. Because it's not like I'm out here alone, and I haven't been since a youngin'. So uh, love is what motivates me. I know I got people that supported me, so it's just like wanting to put a smile on their face is something that I take pride in.